Okay, I'm back. Oh, let me leave this Discord chat. Pokedex. There we go. Replay. All right, I'm going to change inputs. Oh, here, just do this hide. Yeah, I use you enough. That's fine. So let's do properties. And here we go. Oh, excuse me. Coming from cold. All right, so let's go over this. So I'm just going to go over for the matches again because I didn't get to review them and kind of look at them and talk out loud more. Because I think, especially with my cold and my voice not being super well, I wasn't actively talking, but now I'm going to force myself to talk. Also, I saw these. They're red, white, and blue cupcakes. Little Debbie's. So I decided to buy it. I hope it's good. Dude, Little Debbie's is so good. You can see my Blossom Powerpuff Girls plush, like right there. Anyway, so no, I had a strategy coming in here. Because what happened the first time I played against Simoli is Weavile. Oh, we don't get open team sheets. Oh, here. Right here, so it'll show it here. He led this exact team, and he went fake out, and Sunny Day. Or he did fake out Nasty Plot, then Sunny Day, Heat Wave, and it just, one-shot my team like twice in a row. I think like I'd switch in Hippowdon, he would just Sunny Day again. Really tough strategy for me to beat. So the whole time leading up to this, I said I need to find a way to beat this lead specifically, and then I can try to figure out the rest later. And what I came up with is turn one, I'm going to lead these two. I'm going to Reflect and Crunch. This is Physical Scovalent. But the difference is, rather than Moody, I went with Chlorophyll. That way, the idea was, if you're going to Nasty Plot again, so you go, Nasty Plot! Your options are either you fake you out, and you get hit with a Crunch, right? Then turn two, I set up Light Screen. I'm threatening with Crunch again. And then, like, do you have Brick Break? Yeah, you don't have Brick Break. So then you're just, like, doing Knockoff, which isn't a lot, or probably Icicle Crash in here, which isn't tons, but it is something, right? Sorry. Go back. Yeah, so if you fake out Klefki, I'm attacking you. That's right. You can either Sunny Day to get a boost, but then I move faster, so you don't want that. But I'm going to have Light Screen up, so I EV'd it, so I would survive. I would get rid of Delphox. If you go for Scovalin instead, and like Nasty Plot again, I would have Light Screen up before, and then I would go for Trick Room, turn 2. So I would attack you first. I could not EV it to guarantee a knockout, but the whole idea was I'm going to put you in this weird spot. If you do Sunny Day, yeah, I go first. I'm going to beat you, but you're probably not going to want to do that because then I would move first, right? So you're going to be doing other attacks, something else with Weavile. So that just reduces your damage output. I'll be able to survive longer. But again, if you're attacking, make it Scovalin. Turn 2, I'm going to Trick Room as I'm still doing Crunch. So I'm going to get damage on you. So you're going to be at about 40% left. We're going to be in Trick Room. But even if the sun is up, what I'm going to do, because I would be at kind of low health at that point, is I would then Mega Evolve, get rid of my Chlorophyll ability. I would then underspeed everything. I EV this like perfectly. Do I actually have the exact set right in front of me? That's the Spork one. That's the Spork one. Here we go. I had 2 speed. Okay. Hold on. I need to respond to this message. Hold on. It is so okay. So that was my plan. Is just I had a flow chart. Go through the flow chart, turn 1 and 2, and then figure it out. So we come in. Sorry, but the mistake is I have Reflect on, and I don't know why. I wanted Light Screen. So in my head, I'm like, crap, I have to fix this. And we'll find out there's a Hippowdon with E-Blue Mage later. Yeah, because the truth is, although the teams were quote-unquote final, they weren't entirely final, and I did want to do like one final review one of these nights. But I've been sick like all week. My team against Spork, thankfully, I didn't have to face him because I threw that team together in 40 minutes, and it was kind of funny. But we didn't end up using it. So let's just see what happens. I go for what I can. I get faked out here. I had Thunder Wave. I don't know why I had Thunder Wave. I genuinely don't. But I got it paralyzed, and I went, okay, this is now possible. Not guaranteed, but possible. Ice Skull Crash does a chunk. Crunch, not much. But look at this Dazzling Gleam, man. Woo! Yeah, I have it in here. No, that's E-Blue Mage version 2. Here we go. Oh, never mind. Klefki did not have any special attack. Okay. Still, so, I mean, it kind of makes sense for Weavile, but all right. So at this turn, I'm thinking, all right, I just need to get Trick Room up. At least I think I am. I'm actually not remembering. It's been like an hour and a half ago at this point. But I think that's what I do. So I just go for Trick Room. And Protect, yep. This is probably like Waterfall into there, yeah, which makes sense. And I think now I'm like, dude, Dazzling Gleam's pretty threatening. So yeah, boom and boom. Yeah, try and physical. So yeah, I go for Seed Bomb. That is a ton of damage. Earthquake makes sense. It's a double knockout. I do burn you. So now I'm thinking, all right, I'm bringing in 2 of my back Pokemon. We'll just see what happens. So I brought Goodra and Hippowdon. And like, yeah, Protect there, that's fine. Crunch. Oh yeah, Thunderbolt. See, it makes sense why I did that, because I knew Thunderbolt was incoming. But yeah, so I'm going to outspeed everything. And I should have thought this through. He's going to double Protect. So I should have attacked something into here. Like Ice Beam. Although, I guess it doesn't super matter. Yeah, this actually may have been a better play. Because now I can double target Delphox and hopefully get a knockout there. Crunch, that's a chunk. And Thunderbolt, that's a chunk. At this point, I'm going, man, I wish I had Protect, because then I could guarantee that Garchomp faints. That's all I'm worried about. But because I can't, I just kind of go for it. Oh, wait. Oh, so yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Actually, hold on. Is Ice Skull Crash... What's its accuracy? Yeah, it's 90%. Okay, so actually, in retrospect, I did have a win condition. It's only 10%, so I mean, you do need to notice those more. But Sand would take you out, and Burn would take you out. I guess in my mind, I was thinking Delphox is more valuable. But, yeah. So it doesn't really matter, but I could have just protected him. Wait, did I even have Protect? I didn't. Oh, okay. So never mind. I didn't have an option. Yeah, so I just got knocked out. So that's that. All right, so coming into game 2, my whole thought process is, all right, I guess the same lead. I think that's what I do. Or maybe let's actually see what I do. I'm trying to remember what do I do here. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's right. So this was another strategy I had. Oh, we don't have a team sheets up on this game. It's unfortunate. I was thinking of Sand Rush. Oh, no, that's right. No, I was thinking that. But then I realized, no, I could do Mold Break. That's right. So it was Mold Breaker Thunder Wave or Sunny Day Chlorophyll. That way one of these is going to attack. And so I think I do Thunder Wave and... Actually, no. I read the Thunder Wave. Gosh, I don't know why I did this in retrospect. But yeah, there's a Protect. There's a Knockoff. High horsepower. So yeah, in retrospect, getting something out there would have been nice. But yeah, just kind of accept there's going to be Sunny Day Miss, which is huge. So yeah, I should have lost this game. Like there, high horsepower guarantees. Maybe I should have done Focus Sash. I don't know. At this point, I get intimidated. And I remember debating, do I want Sand up? Because Sand, it's kind of nice. It does chip. Like, Klefki's kind of immune to it, but is that really what I want? I think I play this incorrectly here. Let's see what I do, because I'm trying to remember. I remember I protect... Oh, that's right. No, I sack Hippowdon. I say, knock it out. Let me bring in the next thing. Because I want Chlorophyll, Scovalent. And because I have I'm thinking I'm going to have 3 turns where I'm the fastest thing out here. So now all of a sudden, I don't really need Excadrill to be super duper strong. Or I don't need the Mold Breaker. Excuse me. So I decide I'm just going to Mega Evolve you. And I go for Rock Slides. Flare Blitz, in retrospect, I should have just gotten Guaranteed Knockout. Because I probably would have taken that much damage anyway. Although Rock Slide, I can't believe that didn't KO, man. I guess I'm intimidated, so it makes sense. Seed Bomb, Ice Skull Crash. I get knocked out. Waterfall. With the Sun, not too much, and then Rock Slide again. Yeah, and then Chardy. Wait, did it miss? Hold on. Big Red ate Chardy Berry. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's right. No, it was Rock Slide, right? Excuse me? Hold on. Hold on, we're looking... Wait. Oh, it's only contact moves! Oh, I thought it was everything! Okay. Alright, so... So that actually was a misplay on my count. Um, so like just in theory, how much does this do? 52 to 31, so it does 21. So without the berry, it would have done 42. It's like, it probably doesn't matter that much. And then Garchomp was the worst choice, or worst thing I could have faced. So I just go for Reflect. I have it, might as well throw it out. But I don't have a way to beat it. Dazzling Gleam would have done a chunk. But then I would have just been 2-hit right there. And yeah, then I lose. So he was the number 1 seed in the tournament. I did not get Ford. It was, I guess I got 3 knockouts as a result, but they were also kind of a lot closer. Anyway, is what it is. Sometimes that just happens in draft where you just have a losing matchup, and that one did feel like a really hard matchup for me because I didn't have a good fire counter that wasn't a ground type, and that's just something I didn't account for when drafting. So, but yeah. All right, E-Blue Mage. Sporg actually told me something which I kind of intuitively knew, but watching his games in prep for this, I realized it's kind of true, which is E-Blue Mage just likes to make a big team and just go boom. He's not really worried about what's it called? Like speed control or like weather. He's just like, maybe if he can, he'll take care of that. But his main priority is, look, let's just do a lot of damage. And so a lot of my strategy, I actually forgot about it because I was either going to be facing Spork or E-Blue Mage. I didn't know which one because it mattered who won the other game. And so my prep was split for them. And I got sick in the middle of making their teams, so I kind of got mixed up. I guess we need to play so I can show you the open team sheet. Okay. So a few things that I looked at and noticed. First thing, if he's just going to be hyper offensive. Oh, so sorry. Very, very first thing. Raging Bull and Tauros break screens. So I just said, I'm just not bringing Klefki. I wasted like 2 or 3 turns in the last set setting up screens. I think it was 2 because it was only game 1. Or it may have only been a turn, but like a turn can matter a ton in VGC. And it not only like matters that turn, but then also like turns where I've EV'd assuming Reflect is up, and then all of a sudden it's not. I really get messed up. So a few big changes that I came up with is no Klefki. I added Trevenant, who I ended up bringing this game 1. Does it really not show? Oh, we may not have. All right, I don't know why the open team sheets aren't working. I can just pull it up. Maybe we should do that. I should probably do this first, O'Malley, just so everyone can see what my team was for that. But yeah, a pretty standard set with Excadrill, a few in defense and special defense HP. Not max attack a lot, and then speed enough so that in sand I will guarantee outspeed Delphox. Minus speed with Goodra. I really wanted special Goodra to work because I was like, Ice Beam for Garchomp, Thunderbolt for Gyarados in Trick Room. I should be fine. And then, in retrospect, Protect may have been better, but I thought Body Press, Shelter would have been really, really solid. Trevenant I didn't use. The team he brought, it just wouldn't make sense, but there could be a situation where I needed a second Trick Room setter. And so I thought that was fine. Again, I wanted this to be light screen. It wasn't. Hippowdon, Crunch Superpower, Ice Fang Slack Off, and then Crunch Protect Flare. Just physical set. Anyway, that's it just for full transparency. But E-Blue Mage, I did a few things. So first off, I did add Trevenant. Woodhammer, because Tyranitar gets a lot of special defense boosts. Woodhammer just beats Tyranitar. Do I have the exact roll over here? So here we go. E-Blue Mage. That's the wrong team. All right, here we go. Versus E-Blue Mage and Trevenant. So yeah, standard Tyranitar, if it's max bulk, does 64%. But if it's... Come on. If it's 0 defense, then it does 78 to 93, which I think if you just say... Let's say he does 10 hit points. Oh no, that's Mega. I want the normal one. Hello? All right, we'll just click it. All right, I did 11. But yeah, if you do 11, it's 87 to 103. All right, I'll just do one more just for my... There we go. I had Numlock off, that's why. Okay, yeah, so if it's no bulk, 2 HP points is all. It's 92 to 109%. So basically 50-50. And I think I just said, if it's coming down to that roll, I have bigger problems. So that's why I went with. So Trevenant, Trick Room, just in case I need to, I can set Trick Room up. Poison Jab does a ton. I think Meganium is going to have a lot of bulk. 60% guaranteed. 60% to 73. So I thought that was solid damage in case I needed it. Arbok I'm going to talk about later. So I showed my team to Spork. He told me to stop. He said Goodra with Gooey would be so bad. It ended up actually mattering a lot. But my whole thought process was, look, either I set up Trick Room and I sweep, or he tries to sweep, and his team is kind of a little faster than mine overall. So if I can get even just a few stat or speed drop-offs, I can turn this around a lot. So I ended up dropping Shelter. I did Life Do Body Press. The whole idea was, like Sludge Wave for Meganium in a pinch. Yeah. Which it does 45 to 54. So, not a lot. But I thought, between that and Azumarill, I may want it. But yeah, it's just Ice Beam Body Press. So it's kind of support. It's just kind of, hey, look, throw Ice Beams out. Body Press for Tyranitar, of course. Even with my set, uninvested, against his no bulk Tyranitar, again, 80 to 104. So the Tyranitar kind of wrecked me in the first set we had. So if I can just guarantee a chunk of damage, I'm going to take it. So that's what it is, but there's no Shelter to boost it. Sludge Wave, Ice Beam, just coverage to hit Roserade. Empoleon, that's for Body Press. So this isn't a super big attacker. It's just kind of support to help there. And also with Gooey, if I need to in a pinch, switch you in, get a speed drop. Hippowdon, we'll talk about later. Pretty standard set here for Excadrill. Special defense, but attack. Is there a specific... Yeah, so Poison Jab for Mega Meganium, and then High Horsepower just beats kind of everything? Why did I have Brick Break? The only thing Brick Break does better than is against Tyranitar. It goes from 81% up to 88%. Again, I think that was a move I was going to change. It's just not that much better. Even resisted High Horsepower is almost identical to Brick Break. So I don't think I ended up clicking it, but it was nice to have. Scovalin went with a special set. Giga Drain Flamethrower, Rage Powder. Again, Rage Powder. Haven't used it as much as I would like because I kind of want you to be doing attacking. But But that's awesome. So the two big changes I did right here, Hippowdon. Sorry, I clicked away. Just to make sure that the image is clear. Hippowdon, again, I was debating between Body Press and Superpower. The other move was going to be Slack Off. It might, if I had it, I might have clicked it, but there wasn't a point where it felt like I needed Slack Off or I will lose. So that's bad. I went with Rindo Berry just to be able to get around Meganium. Let me pull this up. Hippowdon. Yeah, and like I said, high horsepower does a lot. It's not as much as Excadrill. The idea was I'm going to have probably at least one of those, and that'll be good. So yeah, Solar Beam with the Rindo Berry does 67 to 80%. In other words, I'm going to be guaranteed to live that. I thought that was a good trade-off. I couldn't think of a better item because I think I had leftovers on Goodra. Yeah. Maybe I should have done like a sand boosting move. Or the smooth sand or whatever. But I decided not to. The fun thing is, instead of Sandstream where you set up stand on switch in, I brought Sand Force. Because I thought, he's bringing Tyranitar, right? I would rather have this, where I get a 30% boost to my ground attacks. And so, I don't think this does it. Hold on, let me make sure. 76. Yeah, so this calculator I'm looking at doesn't change it. Like, for example, that Tyranitar is going to be taking, even if it's like max bulk, it's going to be taking like 60%. So you add another 30% onto that, all of a sudden it's like 80. Like Luxray, it's going to turn into a one-hit KO, Jolteon, one-hit KO. It's a roll against Jolteon right now. I just thought, getting that little bit of boost, I think is going to matter. Oh, it's going to matter more than just getting a few more turns of sand here or there when I didn't think the sand actually helped me that much. And so then I did Sand Rush here. I probably should have done Sand Force 2 over here. No, that's right. The reason I didn't is because I said if I'm bringing you, I think the speed boost is going to be more important than the Sand Force. And then the last Pokemon, I couldn't think who to bring. I ended up doing Arbok just with a Choice Scarf because I thought, look, I can glare you. That's always useful, even though I don't think I'm going to use it. Snarl, Poison Jab, just, to do something. The move I was so excited for that I found, Acid Spray, because you do it, little bit of damage, lower special defense by twice. Oh man, I need to tell you the exact numbers. I'm so excited for this. So, max bulk, Mega Meganium is taking 34% minimum from Acid Spray. This specific set. Okay, what does that matter? Well, 34%, your special defense drops. Now you double that to 68. It's a guaranteed 2-hit KO. Acid Spray on this Arbok with a Choice Scarf, which it's a bean. Yeah, 183 speed. So faster than his entire team, except for the Choice Scarf Tauros, which I knew I couldn't beat. But, what can you do? You have to pick your battles somewhere. So, looking at that, this is the lead I went with. Is this game 1? Hold on. This feels like... Yeah, this is game 2. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so here we go. I led with Arbok and Scovillain. Scovillain, just awesome Pokemon in general, and it gets utility going early just so you can get burns off. With this lead, I went, all right, Acid Spray's not coming out, but this is what Glare is for. It's 100% accurate. And yeah, I'm special. So he switches out. Very interesting because he outsped. And I switched out because I didn't want to lose Scovillain that early. I can't believe I survived that Earth Power. It's honestly crazy. Turn 2, he doesn't have Protect. So I probably should have done glare into the. I think that's what I do. I think I do glare. Oh, that's right. No, I remember. I'm thinking I'm going to do glare over there. But then, like, once you're paralyzed, or once you're paralyzed, you're going to get outsped by the Scovalin, and once the sand's gone, you're going to just kind of lose to Giga Drain. We don't know who the third Pokemon is yet. I think it's Trevenant, but it's like, look, once you're that slow, I'll be able to win. My Trevenant is pretty slow because I am planning a Trick Room mode. 76. But yeah, even Tyranitar with max investment is looking at 113. So I will outspeed him. So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, I'm probably not going to set Trick Room up. But I do have Trevenant. Oh, where did it go? There we go. But I decide, look, I think I just need damage on Azumarill. This is a Pokemon I don't have tons and tons of options against. But I decided to go for Sludge Wave on Goodra, which, again, if it's max bulk... oh, here we go. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, so even max bulk, it's looking at like 26%. So I'm expecting kind of 40% with chip damage. I'm thinking that's going to be good enough. But Arbok, you're going to be good. Slowed everything down, and I can start figuring something out from there. But he has Aqua Jet. Wasn't thinking of that. Thinking he was going to double target you and just kind of accept it. But there we go, 44%. So looking over there, yeah, like no special bulk, which is fine. Oh, your leftovers. I was thinking Citrus Berry. Bring in Trevenant. Now all of a sudden, I'm threatening a lot. I'm in retrospect, what I probably should have done is. Oh no! That's right. So remember, I switch in, but I think, okay, you are going to do Dark Pulse immediately. So I believe I Dark Pulse Body Press. Yeah, the whole idea is, look, I just want to avoid you. Boom. And then Superpower. So now I'm not as worried about Azumarill, but also you're slower. Did I have Sucker Punch? No, I had Poison Jab, that's right. Okay, here's Meganium. Okay, I switched in Scovalin. I was just scared. I wanted to keep you. Here comes Tauros. But Body Press comes in. Okay. So at this stage, I'm actually really, really scared. Because if you look at it, Trevenant's, lost a little bit, but it's going to be slower than you. But if you're locked into, like, close combat, Raging Bull's fighting, I think, yeah. So, like, I'll be fine there, but... like, Throat Chop is going to beat me. That's fine. Meganium, I should be okay. Poison Jab, what was the number I said? Yeah, it's doing about 60%, so, like, you can't even synthesis stall around it. But, yeah. So, it's kind of looking like, all right, Trevenant is what's going to have to win, but the issue is I think Tyranitar is just going to beat me. Just gonna beat me, so I'm really scared about that. I do remember at some point, I don't know why, but I thought for sure Tyranitar is faster. What was my speed? I had 6 speed points. Hold on, let me look this up. They're 130. No, that's right. I gave enough so that I outsped Mega Meganium, unless something had speed investment. So I knew I could be slower. But it's just a question of, man, how much speed investment did you do? It's kind of like, you wish Scovalin had a little bit more speed, but you do what you can. All right, so Mega Evolve there. So, actually, hold on. So Meganium has some speed investment. Okay. I didn't recognize it in the game, but that is good to know. I mean, I saw it went first, but, that's good to see here. So high horsepower. I got super lucky there. So you wanted to avoid the burn. That makes sense. But I just want to get damage off of you. I think Meganium is kind of expendable here. Bring in my only Pokemon. He switches into Azumarill. Oh, he actually has all 4 Pokemon. Oh, Weather Ball just takes you out. Oh, I'm dead. Flamethrower. Yeah, I think I was expecting you to attack me. I'll try. I want mate. Let's try and make it now. Because what move are you locked into? High horsepower. Yes, oh gosh, it's still doing like a third of my health. Would you think, well, a third plus like everything else? That's just really scary. So here's Tauros. High horsepower, yeah, it does 41, yeah, so it's max attack. And I just say, alright, I'm gonna Giga Drain, and let's just hope Giga Drain works. I'm really scared about Azumarill. But I'm faster, I go, oh my gosh! Because, what was Tyranitar? Power Gem? Defensively... Oh no, this isn't the right import. Point is, Power Gem is going to knock me out. I just know it will. So I got lucky there. Liquidation, defense drop, that actually mattered. It actually mattered because otherwise I would have guaranteed survived. But now it's really scary. Looking at my calcs, Azumarill is going to do 29 to 35%. And so you change that with 50%, even a low end. I may be able to survive. I guess now I have time. I can change it. Defense -1. 43 guarantee. Okay. So it's going to do 43. There's a guaranteed, or there is a chance that I survive. So you just play to your outs, but like it has to be now. I can't wait for the sand. And in fact, actually, if I survive, the sand takes me out. So I wasn't thinking of that at the time, but that did matter. So let's reset that. Let's play this. I just go Giga Drain, see what happens. Just 68%. And I win. So yeah, actually, let's... So, because it's leftovers, I'm going to assume Azumarill is max HP. It might be a few points less, but, you know. Let's just say it's 0 special defense. Okay, 67 to 79. And it's 68. Okay, so there may have been some... Well, I guess it was a knockout, so whatever. Okay, so it would have had to have been max HP plus some special defense to survive. So that could have gone bad if there was more special defense in there, but it's fine. So now I'm up a game. So I didn't bring the 2 sand Pokemon. This time I say, if he's leading Tyranitar early, I'm definitely bringing them. I decided to split it this time. I think it's because I wanted Hippowdon to use the sand more effectively when I knew it would happen. So I led these 2. And there's a Raging Ball, Protect. Expected that. Wait, what? Oh, no, I led Hippowdon. Oh, okay. That's weird. I was like, I thought I led Hippowdon. No. So it's I led Hippowdon and switched out. And then a double target over there. Here's Goodra. I protect. I guess I'm Chlorophyll. I don't know why I was Chlorophyll. Anyway, but I got some gooey boosts off. I attacked this spot expecting Meganium to come in. It was not. It was Tyranitar. So, oh, sorry, no, I split it. I did Giga Drain and Ice Beam. So, yep, there's knockoff, but I survived. Now Azumarill's like super slow, and it's like I don't have to worry about it. It's so slow. I will outspeed it. Except it has Aqua Jet. Which again, I wasn't thinking of at the time, but I wouldn't have played anything different. I say, sweet, let's just get rid of Tyranitar. And it actually works out because essentially Azumarill doesn't get a big attack over there, and I can switch an Excadrill now. If you remember, I didn't bring Sand, but I brought Sand Rush so that I could outspeed. And just let me Double check, but in the sand. Yep, I outspeed by 2 speed points, so I'm going to go first. But I think I protect because I'm worried about Raging Bull just one-hit KOing me, because it will. Yeah, Raging Bull, it's a roll. 93 to 110%. So I don't like that. So I say, look, I'm just going to Mega Evolve Flamethrower. That does a ton of damage. Yeah, double target. It would have been a one-hit knockout. Doesn't make tons of sense. But I go first, high horsepower. I remember, I looked that up. It is going to knock out. Oh, here we go. Giga Drain does 80. So yeah, if we go back to Scovalin, Mega Offense. Oh yeah, so this is like, ooh, this is like no bulk. Like not even HP bulk. Okay, so the point is, game 1, I was totally safe. Liquidation. Again, it wasn't huge power. I think that was a mistake. Okay, I'm worried about this thing. I think I double target it. Aqua Jet, it's not enough. Okay, thanks. Yeah, just get rid of you so you don't do anything. Oh, no, that's right. Double target Zoomer will make sure I get rid of you. But yeah, now it's over. Weather Ball comes in, Flamethrower. It doesn't matter. I have 2 Pokemon. Yeah, like Solar Beam. Oh no, you do damage, but like, you're gonna have to take a hit from something, and Flamethrower will do it. And with that, I win the 3rd place match. So, like, I'm not gonna say, hey, in an 8-person league, 3rd place is a disappointment, because I'm not. Because I don't think that's it's not true. Because there's many scenarios I can see this playing out again, and I get like kind of even 5th place. But so I am happy about. I'm happy with the placement in general. I would have liked one more spot up. But I think I could have bought. I think I could have beaten Spork. I think I could have. Spork didn't scare me the way Somili did, and so yeah. So yeah, maybe we'll do a Thug Finals or something later. But anyway, so I'm super happy with it. My team in general. So Mega Scovalin, super good if the situation's right. Which may sound like a little duh, but no, I really mean it. It's not good into every matchup. It needs to be kind of a physical team that you're facing, and you need to be able to have ways to bulk it up a little bit, but if you do, it can absolutely destroy. It's just really hard because it essentially doesn't have an ability unless it gets hit, right? And it's a really good ability, and then you can survive. But if you're getting like 80% damage or something, again, your ability only activates when you get hit. So you're kind of saying, well, I have to get hit a bunch to be super effective. But then if you're getting hit, like you're taking a lot of damage. And if it's a special attacker, it doesn't always make sense. But speed tier also isn't great. So I think it's actually really well balanced. Super duper fun. The Mega Scovalin, probably my 2nd favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet after using it so much. Really, really fun. Other things, Mega Excadrill is actually really similar to Scovalin. It's not going to work in a general, like let's go to a regional and use it. It's just not. It's super duper frail, even in its Mega form. And it's fast, but it's not super fast, so you can reliably outspeed stuff. It really needs like Tailwind or something else to really help. But yeah, it just... It just isn't there, and its ability, I thought it went through all protects. I found out it's only contact moves, so I actually would have probably not ran Rock Slide if I knew that. Maybe I would have. But anyway, again, it's one of these really solid Pokemon that needs to be in the right situation. So I actually think the Excadrill Mega Scovalin duo for your Megas was actually really strong. So I'm glad I brought that. But with that, I think Hippowdon, honestly better than I thought it would be. It's really strong. It's really defensive. And there were a few times where like I just did shore up and stuff to survive or slack off, excuse me. Um, Kind of its big weakness is it doesn't have great coverage. I wanted to use Stealth Rock, never found a good time to use it. Um, but yeah, so absolutely happy with Hippowdon. Who else? Gudra. Gudra was honestly kind of a disappointment for me. Um, there's a lot of games that won, but I remember when I drafted, I thought like my team is going to be set around Mega Scovalin and Gudra setting up, and then it's like, yeah, I have a Sand mode alternative and like Klefki for support and things, but I felt like this is the big special attacker, and a lot of its output was kind of underwhelming. You really needed the body press shelter set to really do a lot of damage. But if you didn't have time to set up, or you didn't, what's it called? You didn't have time to set up, or you weren't like, it wasn't super effective. It was like resisted, or like even worse, could be ghost types that are immune. You just had a really hard time. But like the typing was good. It could always take a hit that wasn't fighting or like dragon. I guess fire too. Could just tank a lot of stuff. Really good abilities. What's the one called? Shell armor, where you can't get critical hit. Good if you're doing the body press stuff. But Sap Sipper, really, really good into grass type Pokemon. And then Gooey is just annoying. And as you saw in this game right here, in a pinch, it can actually help a lot of your speed issues. Who are the other Pokemon? Yeah, we'll do this. Arbok. I thought Arbok was this awesome. I think it was a 2-pointer. Actually, I could look it up. No, it was okay. No, it was a free Pokemon. That's huge. So yeah, looking at the free Pokemon, well, I looked at it. I think Arbok is actually really good. I ran into some teams in other like doubles OU formats, which these strats are low ladder, but like with Coil and Glare, it was like this thing can be really annoying. And I saw like Acid Spray, and I went, dude, Acid Spray is going to be so awesome. Now, it ended up being not as good as I thought. The format power was a little too high for it to do a lot, and it didn't excel in like one area. So I had to resort to a lot of either Choice Scarf or Focus Sash and just kind of say, get your guaranteed things off of. And I tried it. It just didn't work out super well. This was kind of the one matchup where I thought it might work, but I tried. It didn't work out. So Arbok, for a 0-point Pokemon, glad I got it. It actually was worth the 0-point pick. I think it was like my third pick. It was my fourth. Scovalin, Klefki, Hippowdon. That's right. I wanted Weather. Arbok. Dude, oh man, my draft is crazy. But yeah, then Trebnot. This Pokemon was huge. Won me the game against Mega Typhlosion. Just the sucker punch. Boom. Trebnot was so fast. So happy I got it. And then like it had the Leech Seed set to beat like with Earthworm and set. So no, Trebnot actually really, really like this thing after using it a lot more. That's awesome. So these were like the 4 I brought to every game. Trebnot ended up coming a lot. Arbok came a little bit. Let's look at the other Pokemon. Avalog, I almost brought it to Spork setup just to beat Glysaur. It's basically just Gudra, but what if it had worse typing? And I think if I were to draft again, which again, it was 2, so I didn't have tons of choices. Like the choices were Ditto, Liepard, Pangoro, or Avalog. So yeah, like Avalog absolutely was the worst choice. I mean, I may not want to Liepard. I wanted Ditto. I absolutely wanted Ditto for 2 points. But I think Sport got that like round 2 or something, which I think I was going to take him super early. Oh, round 4. That's right, because all I knew was I wanted Scovalin and Klefki. I remember I wanted those two, and then I wanted that's right, I wanted Scovalin, Klefki, a Weather Setter, which I ended up getting Hippowdon because there weren't a lot of them, and yeah, it was a cheap one. That's why I went with it. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I was gonna get Ditto, but Sport sniped me, so I got Arbok. But yeah, dude, I think the Ditto Arbok would have been like the 2 best really cheap Pokemon on the board. But it didn't work out. So yeah, super happy with Trevenant. But Avalog was not great. Cast form, I tried actually a lot. Its stats are so bad. It's 70 across the board, and it just doesn't excel at anything. I just remember thinking, oh, dude, I'm going to have like Choice Scarf Weather Ball or something. There was just never a time where I was facing a Sun team where I thought, oh, Sun will do good here. So never used it. And then Stunfisk, a 0-point Pokemon, which I liked because at the time I didn't have Excadrill. Here, let me actually just transfer this over. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah, I didn't have Excadrill, so I just knew if I have Hippowdon, I need something else that goes along with that. So, it had. Does it have Sandvale? I'm trying to remember. Here we go. Oh no, not that one. Stop, stun, Fisk. Here we go. Oh, okay, that was a bad choice. I brought it to one game. Where's that one? Here we go. Somali, the game I got 08'd. So yeah, it has Static, which 30% chance to get paralyzed on contact moves. Limber, where you can't be paralyzed. And Sandvale, where if Sandstorm is active, evasion is 1.25. So I ended up going with Bright Powder Sandvale. It got hit the one time it was out there. So I think for a lower pick Pokemon, it was actually pretty good. Can you all see that? Yeah, you can. Like, I don't... Looking at this, I wanted Ariados. I thought about Fortress. I wanted Spiritomb, man. But, like, Rotom would have been better. I just know at that point, I think the choices were, like, the Monkeys, Watchog, Emolga, the both Stunfisks, Furfrou. I think those were the choices. And I think out of those, Stunfisk was a good choice, but ended up not using it. That's fine. I think that's all the Pokemon. So yeah, I brought all... Or actually, so the ones I think about Scovalin every time, and Goodra every time. Klefki a lot of times, but not always. Hippowdon... I actually think Hippowdon it came every time, now that I think about it. Like, Excadrill did not. So yeah, it would be these three. And then it would be take 2 from Klefki, Trevenant, Excadrill, and then you would pick one more. And, like, yeah, I brought Avalog and Stunfisk once. And, like, Arbok, I think, twice. I think 3 times, actually, I think about it. And I had 1 point remaining, but there were no Pokemon to use. So, dude, actually, my draft was crazy kind of looking at this. So, Scovalin, how many points did we have? Yeah, so 80. So we had 80 for 10. So it's an average of 8 a Pokemon. So Scovalin and Klefki, I thought those are still really good value picks. Super happy with those. Hippowdon I thought was good too. I remember at this point, yeah, so that was 36 out of 80. Thinking, oh gosh, I used a lot. I really need to start saving. And that's where I went for the cheap stuff. I went for Arbok. Trevnut was such a good pickup. So glad I got that. So that was 5 Pokemon with 40 points. Stunfisk, I thought that was the best 0-pointer available. And then it was like, well, I got to start taking something good. Although I think everyone else had like 20 points at the time. So I went for Gudra, Hisuian. But then I had 23 points left. And I think right then, I knew no one else had like more than 18. So if I get something cheap this round, then I can get whatever I want. So I grabbed Avalog, knowing it was a 2-pointer. I probably want a 2-pointer. And then I searched through everything as the draft was going on, and I said, oh, I want Castform. Or, I mean, I want Excadrill. Excadrill pairs up with Hippowdon. It's just kind of cool. So I said, that's what I'm going for, but I'm saving it for last. But I needed either a 1-pointer or a 0-pointer. There were no 1-pointers. I had to go for a 0-pointer, and I think I had Castform or the Monkeys. In retrospect, I should have gone for Semi-Poor, the water one, or Semi-Sage. No, I didn't need the grass one. Maybe the fire one, Semi-Seer. That one may have been able to do some stuff, but I didn't need grass on my team. Yeah, I absolutely did not need grass on my team. And then I took Excadrill, and I was like, yeah. But anyway, so that's our draft league for our first champions Legends MA draft. So yeah, I'm happy with the results. Stretch wise, I would have liked to get 2, but I think 3. You know, I think it's solid. But yeah, so hope we do something again soon. Hope for Little Cup. Let's go. But yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.